Shalom, shalom. We are the Hebrew Israelites. We come out here week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom, America, aka Babylon the Great. But before we get started, let's give all honors and praises to Yahweh,
Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Brochaapashyahtaberncle4443,
and give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who brought us to 100% truth, and salutations to the hopeful elect that scattered across the four corners of the earth. Again, shalom.
Yeah, as always, we read from the 12 tribe sign chart of Israel to identify the true Israelites, starting with the head tribe.
Judah, the so-called Negroes. Benjamin, the so-called West Indians. Levi, the so-called Haitians. Simeon, the so-called Dominicans. Zebulon, the so-called Guatemalans or Panamanians. Ephraim, the so-called Puerto Ricans. Manasseh, the so-called Cubans. Gad, the so-called North American and Indian tribes. Reuben, the so-called Seminole Indians. Naphtali, the so-called Argentinians and Chileans. Asher, the so-called Colombians and Uruguayans. Issachar, the so-called Mexicans.
All right. If you see that you're the seed of one of the 12 tribes on the 12 tribe sign chart, this is time to turn back to your power. Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, the true power, Israel. All right. As always, we come out here in the spirit of prophecy. As it is read in Revelation 19:10. Read, my brother.
Revelation 19:10 reads, "And I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant."
All right. Yeah. See, we don't worship men, but we do give double honors to our elder apostles of GMS, whom we've learned this 100% truth. You see, because the Lord has called men to teach his elect. You see, his people. You see, it started with Elder Abba Bibbins, and then right on down. You see, the seven, and then Apostle Tahar, and the men of GMS right on down. And that's whom we've learned from finding them on YouTube. You see, all right, and from other Israelite camps of GMS. You see, this is how we learn this truth. You see, so we give double honors to the men that we learn from because they are great men of the Lord, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. You see, we don't make light of these things. We don't forget these things. We don't dishonor our leaders and our teachers. You see, because this 100% truth is everything. It's the most important thing that, we could come across, or we can do, or we can have in this life and in the life to come. You see? All right, read, my brother.
I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh shall worship thy power.
See, we have the testimony. This is the record of Yahweh Shai. You see, he left a record for us to live by, to come into this truth by. You see, so therefore we are witnesses of this record to the elect who are in this time today. You see, there always been prophets among you. You see, From the very first time, if you will, my brother, get let me get Hebrews 1:1.
Hebrews 1:1. Power who on sundry time and in divers manners spoke in time past unto the fathers by the prophets.
All right, see, in diverse times, prophets have always been bringing it out, giving you the 100% truth here. You see, in different times and in various ways, prophets have been among, the people, the Israelites, to give them the truth. You see, these prophets in these so-called prophets in these Christian churches are not going to give you the 100% truth. They're not going to tell you and explain to you and break down to you the way of salvation. Only thing they want to do is feel their their greedy lusts. They want your money. They want your time. They want your allegiance. They want the things that belongs to the Most High. You see, our time, our allegiance. You see, our money belong to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Without, he comes first. You see, that's why we're out here, the true prophets. You see, so read that again, my brother.
Power who on sundry time and in divers manners spoke in time passing to the fathers by the prophets.
By the fathers of the prophets. You see, all right. Now give me. Let's go to Jeremiah 28:28. 28:8. Jeremiah 28:8. Because this is what the prophets do. We prophesy. We tell you what's going to happen before it happens, according to the scriptures. You see, I know Israel is in distraction right now. They're in distraction with all the things that's going on right now. With all the distractions that are going on right now. You're talking about P. Diddy. You're talking about Kamala Harris and Trump. You see, things like that. You're talking about everything but what you need to be talking about. And that is the truth. All of those things like that are distractions because they are devising crafty counsel against the Israelites while these things are going on while you're being distracted. So give me that, my brother. Read it.
Jeremiah 28:8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied, both against many countries and against great kingdoms.
Okay, is it America, aka Babylon the Great, is a great kingdom? And what did the prophet Jeremiah prophesied in the kingdom of Judah? You see, they were a great kingdom too. You see, but he prophesied against that kingdom. And then as we are prophesying against this kingdom, America, Babylon the Great, you see, war is on the horizon. War is taking place right now. It hasn't escalated to the point it's going to escalate when because we know some other prophecies has to take place first before World War III really escalate to the point of them nuclear missiles. You see, so. We understand that war is happening. It's going to get to the point where, it's going to be all out war, you see? And this is a great kingdom. America is going to be brought into that war, you see? The least of the flock is going to draw them out. It's going to draw us into that war, America in that war, you see? All right, read that again, my brother.
The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied, both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence.
What is evil? Evil's a bad time. Bad times are coming too before that war, because we got a thing called Jacob's trouble, and that's going to happen. You see, a man is going to be so afraid that he's going to be acting. He can be travailing, acting as though he's having labor pains. He's going to be so afraid. He's going to be in hunger. He's going to be in sickness. He's going to be plagued with different types of pestilence, and which is diseases. to some degree, all right, that he's going to be in a miserable case, you see, because he didn't adhere to the words of the prophets, whom the Lord has set up. Read that again, my brother.
The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied, both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence.
And of evil and of pestilence. Give me, hold that right, my brother. Give me Ezekiel 7:5. You see? Because all of this is going to come, you know, through and by Jacob's trouble. We got to go through this. This is the last captivity that we're in, and we're all going to be tested, you see, even in Jacob's trouble. You see, we're going to find out who has the true faith of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai in that time. You see, we're not going to, you know, you can't put on the front. You see, it ain't about seeing how, you know, seeing how holy you are, how holy you act at that time. And act is not going to get you there. You see, act, you know, your acting skills are not going to get you there, so to speak. You got to be a doer of the word, which is an action word. We know it's an action word, and you have to be a doer as well as a hearer. You see, and it's going to take us trusting in Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, and having faith in Him and in Him only. You see, you can't rely on your family members. You see, you can't rely on your so-called close friends. You see, if you're not in this truth, if you're not exercising, and you're not on the highways and the byways, preaching and teaching and calling on the true name, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, you know, we're not going to have anything to do with you. You see, because we know that these Jacob's trouble are coming, and we know that bad times are coming, and that friendship, that neighbor that you had cookouts with, that you brought the beer over and you brought the hot dog franks over and things of that nature, the burgers, and y'all just had a good old casual time, that's going to go out the window. You see, every man is going to be for himself, and it's going to be to the point where only the strong survive among, you know, the heathen nations and 2/3 of our people. But you know, we know the elect are going to stand fast in this word. The elect will not be moved and will not be shaken. You see, in these times to come. You see, and so therefore, this is the time to come. And we know that bad times are coming. Read that Ezekiel 7:5, my brother.
Ezekiel 7:5. Thus saith the Lord thy power, and evil and only evil, behold, is come.
See, that's what's going to come. Ezekiel said that. He prophesied that way back then. And it's on the horizon right now. You see, Jacob's trouble. He said, what? Read it from the top again, my brother.
Thus saith the Lord thy power, and evil and only evil, behold, is come.
And evil and only evil, which means bad times. You know, race wars, gender wars, you know, insurrection. You see, people are your neighbor coming into your home to take your food, your women, your men, your boys, things of that nature. Gurga troops on your street. You know, don't forget. You know, a lot of Venezuelans have come over in this country. So what do you think is going to happen when all of these immigrants has come over, has flooded, you know, the United States? What do you think is going to happen when bad times come? When bad times happen, they're going to be on the streets too. They're going to be let loose. They're going to be in that survival mode as well. You see? And what's going to happen when they get in that survival mode? They're going to be breaking and entering. They're going to be stealing and pillaging. You see? Taking your things, taking your substance. But the only way you're going to get out of this, and the only way you're going to escape this, is by being in this truth, being one of the elect men of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. You're going to have that coverage. You cannot escape this. All right? Was that all of that? Go back to Jeremiah 28:8, because we were just talking about bad times. And these are some of the bad times that's going to happen. You see? All right. Read it from the top again.
Jeremiah 28:8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied, both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence.
What is pestilence? Diseases, viruses, things like that. You know, that's gonna be a war on viruses too. You see, pestilence. They got mosquitoes out that's carrying some type of virus, right? So yeah, so that's going to be taking place too. All right. Move up a little bit so we can see. Yeah. So these viruses are going to be happening. You see, and the only way you're going to be covered in this is by being one of the elect. You see, Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, you got to be of the elect. You got to be calling on the true name. These people in the Christian church are going to be calling on Jesus Christ. They're going to be calling on Jesus Christ to save them, but they're not going to get saved. They're going to have to rely on their witchcraft, their incantations, which is not going to help them at that time, because they're going to be of no use, because Yahweh Shai is coming to judge. You see? All right. Was that all of that? All right. Give me. All right. Let's go to the second Esdras, the 15th chapter, first verse. Yeah, the prophets out here giving you the warning. We're out here to tell you these things before they happen. That's what prophecy is all about. Read it.
Second Esdras 15:1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy.
All right. But behold, look, it says, speak thou in the ears. Speak thou. Read that again, my brother. I'm messing it up.
Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy.
Yeah, speak thou in the ears of the Lord's people. You Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, listen up. Look at this. You see, hear this. And the words of prophecy. Hear these words of prophecy. Take them in your spirit, your mind, your heart. You see? And run and turn, repent, turn back to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. You got to take these words, take heed to these words. That's these words that we're speaking in your hearing. Don't ignore these words. These words are vitally important. Your life, your salvation depends on the words of prophecy that we are giving you. You see, Lord willing, we are of that number. You see, read it from the top again, my brother.
Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord.
The Lord has given these words to us to tell our people, the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians. They are not coming from our own mindset. You see, we don't trust in our own mindset. You see, we trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. You see, all right. So, hold that right there, my brother, and give me Proverbs 3 and 5. Because we don't trust in our own mindset. The Lord is giving us the words to tell his people. The Lord knows what he wants to tell his people. You see, we're not like those Christian pastors in these haunted houses they call churches, speaking words from our own belly to feed our own lusts. You see? Read it.
Proverbs 3 and 5. Trust in the Lord with all thy heart, and lean not unto thy own understanding.
See, that's how we're doing it. We're trusting in the Lord with all our mind. You see? And we're not leaning on our own thoughts, because we know we have some wicked thoughts. That's why we also do. We know we're not in the new covenant. How you going to be in the new covenant? You got wicked thoughts. How you going to be in the new covenant when you still got these wicked Christian churches out here screwing lies and talking about prosperity, feeding their own bellies? How you going to be in the new covenant then? You see? So we're not talking the words that we think that are right. We're talking the words, we're speaking the words that's coming straight out of this Holy Bible. You see? words of prophecy that the Lord has given us to speak to his people. The Lord knows what he wants to tell his people, his flock. He told Peter, if you love me, feed my flock. You see? And that's what we are here doing. We love the Lord, so therefore we're feeding his flock with his word, his prophecy, his words of prophecy. You see? Read that again, my brother.
Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding.
Read on.
In all thine ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path.
In all your ways acknowledge Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, and he will direct your path. He directing our path right now to be out here on the highways and the hedges, preaching and teaching this 100% truth. You know, we're not doing this on our own accord. We are doing this because we are led by Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. That's how we know that the Spirit is working in us. You see, by being obedient to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. You see? All right. Oh, okay. Drop that, man, and give me Proverbs 1:7. Yeah, Proverbs 1:7.
Proverbs 1:7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction.
All right, what is knowledge? Knowledge is the fear of the Lord. And that's why we are here telling our people. That's why we are standing on the highways and the byways, the highways and the hedges, giving our people the true wisdom of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Okay? Not a whole lot of nonsense. Not any nonsense. You know, the Lord don't deal in folly. You see? That's what those wicked and false prophets deal in, folly. You see? Teaching you lies. Telling you you don't have to know the name of, the true name of the Lord. Nobody does. And that's a lie. You see? That's a lie. You see? But we read that again, my brother.
The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge.
The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. How do you fear the Lord? You see? You fear the Lord by doing what he says. You see? That's how you truly fear the Lord. That's how you also truly love the Lord. When you do what he tells you to do. As you keep his laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability, that's showing you love the Lord. That's you showing action. You see, you could tell your wife you love her all the time, or your wife can tell you she loves you all the time. But if she does or nothing you ask her to do, that ain't no true love. She's not cooking for you. She's not cleaning for you. She's not giving you no loving. How is she loving you? She ain't loving you. She love herself or some other dude. You see? But if you truly fear the Lord, you will keep his laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability. You will not neglect from keeping his laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability. Not so much so that these laws, statutes, and commandments are going to save you. No, because we are still in this sinful body. We have a mediator. We have an advocate for that. We have Yahweh Shai, the one who died on the cross for us, who shed his blood for us. Now he sits on the right-hand seat of the throne, making intercessions for us. That's who we have now as our Savior. You see? And that's why we are out here, giving this true 100%. All right, read that again, my brother.
The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction.
You want knowledge? You want to know the Lord high? Know the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai? You show him true feeling. You show him. You show him. Read that again, brother. I'm losing my.
The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction.
Yeah, but fools, you can't teach a fool anything. A fool is a meathead. He's unteachable. A fool is going to make light of everything you say. A fool is going to, you tell him, look, my brother, this is the way to come. Don't go that way. What a fool going to do? I have my own mindset. I know what I'm doing. I know I have more experience than you in this. I've been out here a long time. You see, that's a fool for you. They're not going to hear truth. They're not going to hear wisdom because they don't fear Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. And that's where true knowledge comes in. When you begin to fear the Lord will reveal himself to you. You see, when you truly fear Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, the Lord will reveal himself to you, because it says it in Amos. Also, it says it, okay, Amos 3:7 said he shows his secrets to his prophets. You know why? Because his prophet fears him. Give me, no, not that. Give me Psalms 119, 111. Let me see. 111. Yeah, 111 and 18, I think.
One only goes up to 6.
111? 111. Give me Psalms, I think it's 111. 111 illustrate. 100, you got it? 111, 18? What does 111, 18 say?
It only goes up to 10.
Okay. Okay, what about 1 and 19? 119 and what is that scripture? The Lord.
19 goes to 11. Thy words have I hid in my heart that I might not sin against thee.
No, not that one. Trying to find some. I'm trying to find something here. Had it the other day too. Let's see. This one too. Salaki, I'm looking for something here. All right.
Yes, good night.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, anyway, let's move on. I'll find it later. I don't see nothing on the comment board. Anyway, read that again, my brother. Well, okay, where were we?
Proverbs 1:7.
Yeah, Proverbs 1:7. Read that. Read it again.
The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction.
All right. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. That's the very essence, the very rudiment of things that the most the Israelite man, woman, and child can do. That's a fundamental thing right there. You must begin to fear Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, because he's a power to be feared. All right. Now, let's go to let's get Second Esdras. Let's go back to Second Esdras, 15:1.
Second Esdras 15:1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord.
All right, the Lord putting these words in our mouth. We are commanded to be out here. That's a command. He's not asking. He's commanding his prophets to be out here, to speak the words of prophecy. What is prophecy? Prophecy say things that's going to take place before they happen. Read on.
And cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true.
And cause these things to be written in paper, because they are faithful and true, which means everything that's written in this Bible, this holy Bible, that and this apocrypha, which the apocrypha supposed to be in the confines of this Bible anyway, but it was taken out by the destruction group. You see? All right. So, but we can still buy an apocrypha. You can get an apocrypha in your Bible in a 1611 version. You see? But anyway, read that again.
And cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true.
Yeah, his words, his prophecy is written in paper, in the confines of this book, you see, that we have to read by and study by and to learn by. You see? And these words are going to happen. When we tell you World War III is going to go into a full scale World War III, it's going to happen because it's in the scriptures. Everything, all prophecy, and everything that's written in this Bible is going to happen. They are faithful and true. They will not fail. Not one single word will fail from happening of the prophecies that's in this Bible. It's going to happen. You see? All right, read on.
Fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee.
Fear not the imagination against thee. We don't care what the heathens imagines. You see, we don't care about them not believing. Even 2/3 of our people, the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latino, Native American Indians, 2 parts are going to get cut off. So they're gonna talk a lot of nonsense anyway. You see, they're gonna talk a lot of false teaching. You see, but we're not gonna. It says what? Let's go over here. This is why we're gonna have to do it now. Stay in the shade. All right, what it say?
Fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee.
Yeah, we don't care about what they say. We don't care about if they don't believe us. Let the Lord's words be true, and their words be false. Roughly paraphrasing. We're going to trust the Lord with all our heart. We're not going to trust ourselves. Can you be seen? That's what we need to do. Let's stand this way anyway. Let's stand this way. Trying to get adjusted too. All right, read that again.
Fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee.
Right, we don't care if they don't believe it. Incredulity means unbelief. 2 parts of our people don't believe. They don't even want to learn the name of Brochaapashyahtaberncle4443. You see? Read on.
For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
That's right. They are so unfaithful. That's another thing. This is an example how to show true faith by being out here on the highways and the hedges. Doing this work. Stand with it, making videos. We're not trying to make light of this work. We're not going to make light of this work. We do not make light of this work. We take this work very seriously. This comes first and foremost. If I don't do a lesson, during the day, sometimes I feel, not complete. I feel my day didn't go well at all. I'm not satisfied until I do a lesson, because we are here to edify the body. We are here to give our people warning. We are here to do the Lord's work as we are commanded. When we are doing the Lord's work, we know that we are fearing the Lord, and this is what pleases him. You see, he commands us to fear him. Give me that, hold that what you got, and give me that in Deuteronomy, I think 10 and 12. I think it is. Deuteronomy. What is it?
And I will write on the tables the words that on the first tables which thou press.
That ain't it. 10
and 12.
10 and 12.
And now Israel went.
That's the one I want.
10 and 2.
All right, read it.
Deuteronomy 10 and 12. And now Israel, what doth the Lord thy power require of thee, but to fear the Lord thy power, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy power with all thy heart and with all thy soul.
That's the command. That's what the Lord requires of us. He's not asking us to, will you please fear me? No, that's not what Lord doing. That's command. A command is something straightforward. A command is something. It's really powerful, more powerful than a statement. A command, I command you to do. That's an order. A command is an order. You see? And what does the Lord say?
And now Israel, what doth the Lord thy power require of thee?
What does he require? That's an obligation, something for us to do. What?
But to fear the Lord thy
Fear.
power.
Fear Yahweh Barashim, Yahweh Shah. Because if we fear him, as I've been saying, you're going to be obedient to him. You're going to do the things that are pleasing to Yahweh Barashim, Yahweh Shah. Read.
To walk in all his ways. And
To walk in all his ways. That means to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments at this point to the best of your ability. Because we can only do that to the best of our ability. Because we're in captivity right now. You know, you can't put a witch to death. You can't burn a witch to, to the stake and burn her. You can't kill a happy person, a happy guy. You can't do it. You go to jail. You see? All right, read on.
And to love him and to serve the Lord thy power with all thy heart.
And that's how you love. That's true love right there. By even keeping the law, statutes, commandments to the best of your ability. That's what true love is, being obedient. As your children, as your child would obey you. If he says he loves you and does nothing you tells him to do, that's not true love, is it? That's just lip service. And a lot of people have a lot of lip service. See, a lot of people among Israel have a lot of lip service. But to be a doer of what the scriptures tell us to do, that's a whole different thing. You see? Now, was that all of that? And now let's go back to Esdras, second Esdras, the 15th chapter. Go with where were you at? 4? Yeah, go read 4 again, then go to 5.
Second Esdras 15:4. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
Read on.
Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world.
Isn't that what we said? Isn't that the warning we're giving our people? The true prophets are giving you. Oh, it ain't gonna be all good times coming. Happy days are here again. No, those days are gone. It's time for a new rulership. Those happy days was done through and by wickedness. Now it's time to take down the wickedness rulership. It's coming into a righteous rulership, the new rulership. You see? All right. Read it again.
Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction.
Oh, the sword. The sword could be any type of weapon. It could be, a hammer, a bat. It could be what? A what?
A rock.
A rock. It could be what? Brass knuckles. It could be what? It could be your fists. It could be weapons. All kinds of weapons. A knife, a machete, an axe, and hatchet. Scissors, and ultimately, those nuclear missiles and bombs. A claymore bomb, a bazooka, all kinds of things. Guns, M16s, AR-15s, you name it. It could be a weapon. He's going to bring the sword, you see? And it's going to come into it's going to come heavy and hard this time. No one's going to be safe. If you're not if you're not of the elect, you're not going to be safe, and you're going to be calling on a false God that's not going to save you. In these times, read on.
For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth.
Wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth. Now, hold that and give me Micah 2:10.
Micah 2:10.
Read it.
Micah 2:10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted.
See, that's why we're telling you to turn back, to repent. Come back to the Lord. Turn to the Lord, Israel. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians. This is the only soft plea that you're going to get. You see, by by and through the men, the prophets that the Most High have sent out, the true prophets, giving our people the true warning, to telling our people to turn back to their power. While we're in this grace period right now, this is the time to listen to the prophets, because the Lord has sent them out. You know, we're blowing the trumpet. You see, but this is not your rest, and we're telling you, this place is not your rest. You know, America, aka Babylon the Great, this place is severely polluted. Everything that we eat, we breathe, you know, we deal with is polluted. Consume. That's consume. That's, you know, it's polluted. And that's why, you know, we have to have a power to sustain us. And that power is Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. You see, if it weren't for him, we'll be gone. We'll be through. We know this. And this is our plea to the Israel, to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, particularly to the elect of Israel, because we know that there's a consumption to be done away with. You see, we know also too the elect are going to be saved. You see, from all of this. Yeah, we're going to go through what we have to go through, because we know this is not our rest. Whatever the Lord has for us to go through, he's going to put the Spirit on us to go through it. So we don't even have that to worry about. Only thing we have to do is continue to trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, keep doing this work, continue to be faithful, you see, in doing this work. You know, this is not your rest. This is not a time to settle on your leaves and try to make Babylon, America, aka Babylon the Great, your home, your residence forever. It's not going to happen. This place is going to be destroyed. You see? And you got to understand that, Israel. But we know two parts of you, 2/3 of you are not going to understand. We already know that. Read that again, my brother.
Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction.
Yeah, and that's right. And you know, ultimately, the sore destruction is going to be, it's going to be those nuclear missiles. When ICMB, when them nuclear missiles pelt down on this on in America here, you're going to get destroyed. That's the ultimate destruction. And this is what we're giving our people warning of. You see, this is not a game. This is not a popularity or look at me type thing. You see, this is something that we must take very serious. You see, this is something that we have men and women having visions and dreams, about the destruction, about Jacob's trouble. And we're giving you the answers to these. Sudden destruction is going to fall on to our people who are unaware. Read it again, my brother.
Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction.
Even with a sore destruction. All right, now go back to 2nd Esdras, the 15th chapter. Yeah, read that again.
2nd Esdras 15:6. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled.
And their hurtful works. What are their hurtful works? Look at how Esau Edom has taken over everything and destroyed this land, polluted everything. You see, these are hurtful works. Destroyed the water. You see, destroyed the air that we breathe. You see, I don't think you have to pay. It's free on the weekend. All right, right. All right. Read on.
Therefore saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness.
Yeah, go ahead. Therefore, read it again from the top.
Therefore, saith the Lord. That's 7. That's 7. That's just.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Therefore, saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness which they profanely commit.
Profanely
Commit.
You see? So the Lord is not going to hold his tongue anymore. That's why he has this prophets out here. Prophets are telling, telling our people their transgression, giving them warning, and giving Esau, Edom, their coming judgment as well. You see? Now give me hold that right there, and give me Isaiah 58:1. See, the Lord is not holding his tongue any longer. He's letting it go through his prophets. He's speaking through his prophets. You see? Read.
Isaiah 58:1. Cry out loud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgressions.
You see, that's what the Lord is. What is transgression? Pursuant to 1 John 3:4, transgression. Let me get it. I get it. Let me get it. We're going to talk about this. 1 John 3:4. Here we go. Yeah. Transgression. All right, this is 1 John 3:4 reads, whosoever committed sin transgresseth also the law. For sin is the transgression of the law. That's what transgression is. Transgression is sin. You transgress the law when you commit. You sin when you transgress the law. So that's what sin is. All right. Go back and read that again.
Cry out loud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show.
Okay, Salaki, my brother. Who is he telling to cry aloud? His prophets. His men that he sent out, his servants, the prophets, whom he's given his mysteries to. You see? So we are here to cry aloud. We're not out here to mumble, whisper. We're out here to cry aloud and not spare your feelings. We're not concerned about how you feel about a thing. We're not concerned about your opinion on the matter. We're talking about what thus said the Lord, thus said the Bible. We're out here to give you the full 100% truth concerning salvation. You see, we can't hold our tongue. We can't compromise with other Israelite groups out here who are not giving the 100% truth, because the Bible tells us in Amos 3, I do believe, and 3, can two walk together except they be agreed? No, they can't. You believe in that the MOTB is sin, or or some sort, or some other wild thing, and we telling you it's a physical thing. It's something inserted in you. That's what the MOTB. It's to see here. You see? And we can't spare your feeling on how you feel that it should be. We're telling you what thus said the Lord, thus said the Bible. You see? This is how it goes. So we can't walk together. You go over there and get on your soapbox and propagate what you want to propagate, and we're going to get over here and tell our people the 100% truth. You see? What thus said the Bible. You see? Now let's get there. All right, hold on a minute. Let's go to Revelation. Let's go to Revelation 13 and 16. You tell me if this ain't talking about a physical device. You tell me it's not. Okay.
Revelation 13 and 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead.
See, and that's self-explanatory. That doesn't even really need to be broke down. You see, but this is what the prophets do anyway. We make it explicit for you. You know, we give it to you in layman's terms. You know, it's a physical device. You see, when you insert something in there, that's what you're going to receive. That's going to become mandatory. But the elect are not going to take it. You see, because the Most High going to put the Spirit on us to not take it. You see, Lord willing, we are of that number. So read that again, my brother.
And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
That forehead is a brain seal. You see, all right, and in your hand is a hand seal. You see, a charagma. You see, all right. Read 17.
And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name.
So you're not going to be able to carry on with life as normal if you don't receive this thing when it becomes mandatory. You see, and this thing has to take place before World War III. So this thing is on at the threshold right now. This thing is already available. They need some type of black swan event to get this thing going. You see, that's the reason they're having all these secret these meetings. You see, yeah, we see some. They do announce and show us the G7 meetings and things like that. Some of them, but they talk in codes, and therefore that's for the prophets are out here telling you, breaking down, reading between these codes, telling you what they're really saying. You see, through the scriptures. You see, these are the things that the Lord has put in place to give his people warning. You see, but what did our people do? You see, all right, give me, I think it's Ezekiel 33 and 30. Let's go there.
You meant 30? You meant 33 or 30?
I mean, Ezekiel 33 and 30. Verse 30, I think. Oh, is there one?
Also, the son of man, the children of thy people still are talking against thee.
Yeah, that's one I want.
Ezekiel 33 and 30. Also, thou son of man, the children of thy people still are talking against thee by the walls and in the doors of the houses.
See, you know, we're out here giving you the prophets, you know, the prophecies. You see, but our people, they come around and say, let's go see what the prophet's talking about today. Might be looking at it right now on this video that we're making. You know, might be looking at it right now. You know, seeing what we're listening and seeing what we're talking. Might even do a little scoffing from time to time, or in their mindset, pretending as though they are interested, but yet in their heart, they're not going to do it. They know they're not going to do it because they really don't believe it. Because they really don't feel Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. You see, the true power. Read that again, my brother.
And also, thou son of man, the children of thy people still are talking against thee by the walls and in the doors of the houses, and speak one to another, every one to his brother, saying, come, I pray you, and hear what is the word that cometh forth from the Lord.
See, they're saying, let's go over here and see what this guy talking about. See what these guys on the street corners talking about with them long robes on and looking all crazy and you know, yelling and screaming at the people. Let's go see what they're talking about. And then they'll come over and stand for a little while, pretending that they are interested in what we're talking about. Read on.
And they come unto thee as the people cometh, and they sit before thee as my people, And they hear thy words, but they will not do them.
Knowing they're not going to do them, knowing that they hear the truth being presented to them, they hear the prophecies, what we're telling them that's going to take place, but yet they don't really believe it. They pretend that they are listening. They pretend that they are interested. They pretend that they understand what you're talking about. You see? They pretend as though they're going to do it. You see? But they don't have that truly embedded in their heart. You see? Read.
For with their mouth they show much love, but their heart goeth after their covetousness. Covetousness.
Read that again.
And they come unto thee as the people cometh, and they sit before thee as my people, and they hear thy words, but they will not do them. For with their mouth they show much love, but their heart goeth after their covetousness.
See, they'll say, yeah, go ahead on. Y'all doing a good work. But with their mouth, with their mouth, what they say, yeah, y'all doing good work now.
But hear thy words, but they will not do them. For with their mouth they show much love.
They show much love with their mouth. Yeah, y'all doing a good work. I like that what y'all are saying. Y'all on point. You right, guy. You right. And then what? Read on.
But their heart goeth after their covet.
But their heart, their minds go with what they really lust for. Their covetousness, their greediness. They lust for America to continue to be, to remain in power. They continue to want to stay right here in America. No, America is a superpower. We'll tear those other countries up, so to speak. All this kind of stuff. Because their heart is still embedded in America. You see? They're not thinking, that this place is going to be destroyed or deleted. But we are telling you them.
To add on what the brother's saying, you can't half step in the truth. You can't have one foot in and the other out. You can't come to the camp every 2 weeks and still go to church to eat dinner and think that you're going to be one of the elect. You can't work that way. This is 100% thing. You have to do it with your mind and your soul.
That's right, my brother. Their covenant is still in this world. Right. Okay? Read.
And lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely song of one that hath a pleasant voice and can play well on an instrument.
Mm-hmm.
For they hear thy words, but they do them not.
They hear the word. They see the way we're bringing out precepts. We're breaking the scriptures down as though we're playing a lovely song. They like the visual part of what we're doing to some degree, or they might like to hear the fluency of the words that we're speaking. You see, but nonetheless, it's not in their hearts. They have no desire or real desire to do these things, but they won't come out here to do it because their mind is still in America, or their mind is so stayed on how people will look at them as they look at us as fools and ridicule them as they ridicule us sometimes. You see? So who are you going to love? Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, or you're going to love yourself and the world? You see? That's the decision you have to make. You see? So that's why we pray that the Lord keep his spirit on us. Read on.
And when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come, then shall they know that a prophet hath been among them.
When all this disaster comes upon this America, when Jacob's trouble truly comes, when they mandate their MOTP, you're going to know. I heard those guys on the street corner teaching and preaching that. We thought they were fools. Then you'll know they were true. They were the true prophets. Where are they now? Let's go out there and see if we can find them. No, we're not going to be out here. There's a such thing as too late. The famine of the word. Amos 8 and 11. You see, there's going to be a famine of the word. We're not going to be out here when all chaos and catastrophes are happening. Insurrection, things like that. People out here with the sword of all types, killing and pillaging, taking from the weak, the strong taking from the weak. or the gains taken from the less or the one individual. They're going to be running in packs too, breaking and entering in your homes, things like that. You see? Read that again.
And when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come, then shall they know that a prophet hath been among them.
They're going to know a prophet has been among them. You see? That's when that's when reality of the truth really going to hit them. But then it's going to be too late. You know? Any more to that, read? That's it? All right. Okay. All right. With that, we're going to conclude it right there. All right. Give me the book of Sirach 5 and 7.
Sirach 5 and 7. Make no tearing to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed, and perish in the day of vengeance.
You heard that, Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians? Read it again, brother.
Make no tearing to turn to the Lord.
Don't hesitate. Don't put off. Don't procrastinate. This is the time. The time is now, and now is the time to turn to your true power. Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. You so-called Israelites. All right?
Go ahead. And put not off from day to day.
Don't put it off for tomorrow. Tomorrow is not promised to you, Israel. It's for today. The day that you hear this word preached to you, this is the day for you to turn back. You may not hear it again. Read.
For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth.
The Lord's righteous anger is going to come forth, and it should. We pray for it. You see? It's going to come forth, and you're not going to be ready. You're going to get caught with your pants down. You see? So to speak. You see? It's going to catch you unaware, because you're going to be, so your mind is going to be weighed down, overweighed with the cares of this world. As we just read, your covenantness, your greediness of America to continue on. So you're not going to be looking for, for this catastrophe to happen, for America to go down. You're not going to be looking for Jacob's trouble, which shall come upon you suddenly through the Lord's anger. Right? Read on.
And in thy security thou shalt be destroyed, and perish in the day of vengeance.
Yeah, when they say peace and safety, you're going to think you're all secure, and you're going to be all right. Things are going to bounce back, but you're going to have a rude awakening. Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, turn back before it's too late. Turn back right now as you hear these words, because this is the mercy of Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai. More to that? All right, now with that, we're going to close. But first, we're going to give all honor and all praises to our Heavenly Father and to His only begotten Son, Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem, B'Kakadah. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, whom we've learned this wonders in truth. Salutations to the hopeful elect who are scattered in the four corners of the earth against Shalom. Lord willing, you were edified. All right.